Susan! Susan! Oh. Hey, what's up? No, yeah, the lobby looks good. It's very nice and festive, thank you. Oh, Elisa helped you out a little bit. No, it looks nice. It looks nice, very festive. No, I just wanted to say you're doing a good job. Happy to have you here in the tower. Yes. Nerd Vengers, what's up? Welcome to another stream. Should be a good one. Today, fam, we are 1 week away from Spider-Man No Way Home. I can't believe it. It's crazy. There's all kind of interviews, all kinds of fun stuff being said out there in the media. Tom talking about fighting Morbius. We're going to talk about that. Saying he could beat Wolverine in your dreams, bro. And also some other interesting interviews. I want to just kind of react to them. Plus, yesterday was a crazy day for nerdy news. There was all kinds of stuff coming out. Ant-Man 3 news, new Book of Boba Fett trailer, a lot of dope stuff to get into today. And if you are a Nerd Venger member, come on by to the stream at 1 p.m. I have a big announcement for everybody. We're making some changes around here. I'll see you in a second. I'm going up to the... see, I'm coming up. Woo! Yeah. Holiday time of year, baby. Good feelings, good vibes. Hope you guys are doing well as well. Hey, hang on. I gotta adjust. I'm coming. Relax. I'll be there in a second. I had to adjust the thing. Screw it. That's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. No, just let it go. Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Man, I am so excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. Every day, I wake up, and I'm like, holy crap, we're actually this close to this movie coming out. It's been feeling, I don't know about with you guys or not, but it's been feeling a little surreal. And I just frankly have not been even close to this excited about a movie in a long time. And yeah, for me, that's some pretty cool shazazz on my end. Yo, what's up with the microphone? Does this sound a little weird to you guys? Chet, this is not the kind of problems I want to have when we're supposed to be streaming. Yeah. Yeah, holiday spirit. I get it, buddy. Just do a little bit better. Just do a little bit better. Okay. So we do have a bunch of stuff to get into today, guys. Like I said, there's comments about him wanting to fight Morbius. Pretty crazy. So we'll get into that. Oh man, if you can't get this thing to work here, man, like what? I don't know what's wait, what? Is that a little bit better? Ooh, okay. We run a professional stream around here. We're good. It's all, hey, everybody relax. Relax out there. Calm down. So we're going to talk about that. That's going to be fun. And also some fun interview type stuff that he's doing. You know, they're doing the press tour for the movie right now. It's pretty awesome, man. Pretty awesome stuff. And then yesterday, of course, was crazy with a lot of different news bits, man. New trailer for Book of Boba Fett. A bunch of crazy news being told out there. And why the frick can't I find this thing that I'm looking for here? Okay. Here we go. Pull it on over here. It almost feels like Sony does not want you to forget that Morbius is on the way. Bro, this is going to drive me absolutely fucking crazy if I cannot figure out what is going on here. With this, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm definitely clipping out on my end. I see that it's clipping out. Here, hang on one second. Did that fix it? I don't know, a little bit. It still feels hot as fuck. This mic feels hot, boys. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Okay. I think, okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right. That's it. Hey, that'll do. That'll do, guys. Now, let me get this pulled up. And Chet, I'm going to need a music change, man. I don't know how many times I told you, like, I can handle the Christmassy beats when we first come in, but it's not the vibe. When I want to get into the news, that's not what I want to hear. Yeah, no, just stop it. Just stop it. And get something else going. I know, man. I know I was just nice to Susan, and it's a nice vibe in the tower, and everybody's doing well. But if you don't get it on point right now, thank you. That'll do. Now pull it back a little bit. Volume. Now turn it up. Back down. Up. Back down. Back up. Way too loud. Back down. Okay, shut up. Here we go, guys. Let's get into it. Morbius and Tom Holland. Would you want to see it? Let me know in the chat right away. Would you want to see something like this? Would you want to see Tom Holland Spider-Man fight Jared Leto Morbius? Because I kind of would. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the idea. I like the character. I think it would be kind of cool. Tom Holland wants Spider-Man to fight Morbius. Interesting. Let's read this little article here posted 4 hours ago by Screen Rant. It says here, Tom Holland wants to see his Spider-Man face off against Jared Leto's Morbius in the future. The MCU version of Spider-Man has already done battle with classic foes like Vulture and Mysterio, as well as threats like Thanos. In the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home, Holland's Peter Parker will next fight many of the character's past iconic foes from across the multiverse. This includes Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, Sandman, and Lizard. Meanwhile, Sony has been greenlighting solo films based on various Spider-Man villains, starting with Venom. And the next entry will be Morbius, releasing in 2022. You know, it is kind of crazy to think, and I know everything got delayed and we're living in, Pandy World vibes for the past couple of years. But it is pretty crazy to think about the fact that Morbius is just the second character that Sony's going to attempt to make these movies with and sort of do the whole villain thing. I mean, it's wild. Like, in some ways, I still don't fully understand it. Like, they're like, okay, we'll do a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Let's do Morbius as well without Spider-Man. Or will it be without Spider-Man? Let's read on. Morbius was introduced at the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man, number 101, by creators Roy Thomas and Gil Kane. Morbius has been a character that filmmakers have been interested in having on screen for years. In fact, the character was originally intended to be teased at the end of the Blade movie in 1998 as a setup for Blade 2, but the cameo was ultimately denied by Marvel Entertainment. Damn, that would have been sick. Blade 2, by the way, awesome. Awesome movie. If you guys have not seen Blade 2, sick movie. Del Toro did that film. Crazy good movie. And can you imagine what Del Toro would have done if instead of just having the weird Spider God thing, it was like Morbius, or if, he was messing with Morbius? Could have been legendary. Regardless, Morbius was later teased in an Easter egg in 2014's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And after 2 years of delays, Morbius will finally hit the big screen. 2 years of delays. Holy shit. Before Morbius hits theaters, Sony is in the midst of promoting Spider-Man No Way Home. Y'all heard about this movie? You guys know about this film? Put a 1 into the chat if you have. He teased he wants to see Spider-Man fight Morbius in a future film. In an interview with Fandango, the actor was asked what villain would he want to see take on next. Holland quickly responded that he thinks that the new Morbius movie looks really cool, and the idea of Spider-Man fighting a vampire. Watch the full clip below. All right, here we go.
Name your top 3 Spider-Man villains you've had to square off against, and who do you want to see him take on next?
That's tricky. I think the Vulture's got to be in there because he's my first.
Yeah, that one was cool.
I think Jake's got to be in there because he's my love.
He's Jake.
And I think Willem, the fight scenes that we have with Willem in this film are
Terrifying.
so crazy and so scary that it really was awesome to like explore different kind of Spider-Man action.
Who do you want to see him take on next, though?
Do you know what? I actually think the Morbius film looks really cool. And it's quite scary, that film.
Yeah, it does look scary.
I think Morbius could be quite a cool thing to do.
To mix that up.
Spider-Man versus a vampire.
That would be cool. I like this. First of all, I like the first half of the answer, and we're gonna react to some other stuff that he said. What the fuck? Just play it again. All right, whatever, dude. If we gotta watch it on Instagram, let's watch it.
You've had to square off against, and who do you want to see him take on next?
That's tricky. I think the Vulture's got to be in there.
We're gonna watch some other
first.
interviews with Tom in a second here too, because it's just cool,
Jake's gotta
man.
be in
Like
there
the
because he's my love.
He's Jake.
And I think Willem, the fight scenes that we have with Willem in this film are
Terrifying.
so crazy and so scary that it really was awesome to like.
dude, I cannot wait for Willem Dafoe's Goblin, and it seems like he's really unhinged. And mind you, we've seen obviously him in some of the promotion and in the posters and everything like that. But guys, from what we understand, like, he is the main villain of the movie. He is the big bad. And some of the stuff that he's going to do and how far he's willing to go is going to be pretty crazy from what we've heard. So I'm quite excited for it. But yeah, like, it's just cool to hear him even talk about that.
Different kind of Spider-Man action.
Who do you want to see him take on next, though?
Do you know what? I actually think the Morbius film looks really cool. And it's quite scary, that film.
Yeah, it does look scary.
I think Morbius could be quite a cool thing to do.
To mix that up.
Spider-Man versus a vampire.
Yeah, dude.
Name your
Would be
top
cool.
3 Spider-Man villains.
Would be super cool. And I would like a lot. I kind of want to just see what you guys think about that for a second here, but then there's this other interview that I want to watch with him. It's, I think, a little bit telling of some multiversal stuff and just kind of fun to see his reaction and thoughts about the whole experience. I would absolutely love it if he were to interact with Morbius. I guess what I'm kind of still wondering, which, by the way, excellent time to tease out a massive Spider-Man video that we've been working on for a couple of days now, which we will drop sometime today, probably around 2 p.m. We'll probably drop that video. But we've been working on this for a couple of days, pulling together some new reports about Venom and Venom 3 and what that might entail, and also a bit of what's going on in Across the Spider-Verse and what some things are sort of rumored. Like, we talk about the post-credit scene from Spider-Man No Way Home, which is a rumor that's been out there for a while. It's really interesting what they might be doing with Tom moving forward. And I guess to sort of talk a little bit about that, but again, you have to watch that full video because it's like we go in on it. But the idea is Tom's going to have this big contract in front of him. Some of that's going to be MCU, some of that's going to be Sony. It really does look like Venom 3 will be one of the Sony things that Tom goes to do. But it would be really cool to see Morbius and Tom interact as well. And I don't think it's an accident that he brings up the Morbius movie. You know what I mean? It could just be him being a dude and being like, yo, Morbius looks cool. That would be fun. Vampires and all that. But it could also be something like, hey, man, it'd be fun if you mentioned Morbius. And if we started to bring the allure from Tom and Sony and Marvel and all the stuff that, like, made Venom 2 pop the way that it did on social and is going to make this movie pop and everything moving forward, that Spider-Verse vibe. It'd be cool. You know, if you wanted to mention Morbius, it wouldn't be the end of the world. On that note about Morbius, we recently talked about how Michael Keaton had said that he was shooting some stuff, shooting some Marvel stuff. In fact, the reports are now that what he's shooting on is Morbius. Now, Morbius comes out early next year. I think it's January. It's like late January. But they're currently doing some shoots or some reshoots with Michael Keaton. And so I like that. I think that's pretty fun. I wonder if a Sinister Six with Sony's villains is coming. Is that going to be the other film that Tom does with Sony? I think it's possible, but I think if you look at kind of where they're at with, you know, their movies and the hype and everything that's going on with the multiverse, it would kind of be, it would almost have to be a multiversal Sinister Six story because Tom is not from that world as far as we know it, you know? Because, you know, again, this sort of gets into a little bit of the spoilery stuff for the Venom post-credit scene in No Way Home, but we don't actually believe, like, how do I say this? I don't think the multiverse is going to remain as open as we thought before, right? So I think that if you look at you, I'm going to give the whole fucking video away talking about the Spider-Man. Just watch the Spider-Man video and shut up. Morbius versus Tom. Do you think it would be cool? Do you not? What do you think right now, chat? I want to know. I want to know. And let me try to reset the chat, too, because it's, like, screwing up on me right here. Morbius is awesome, says Jack H. Dude, glad you're on board. Love it. Love it. I'm just playing. He hates it. He hates it. We could have had Morbius in a Blade franchise, says Dan the Man. Yeah, you right. You right. What's all these numbers? What the hell's going on? Wait, why is everybody putting numbers in there? 69? 420? What? Goblin's one of the most evil villains, sadistic, and he loves killing. It's crazy. That's just true, Roland. This is true. Man, what a great time to be fucking alive, says Richard. I totally agree, man. I can't wait for next week. Next week's going to be so cool. And, you know, I'm actually really pumped up about some of the changes that Vivi, I mean, I'll try Vivi. Vivi's been breaking my heart. Vivi's been breaking my heart. I feel like I haven't got a Vivi drop in like 6 years. And Vivi's only been out for like 2, so think about it. Somebody said, check the No Way Home spoiler Twitter for new video. Okay, cool. We can check that out in a little bit as well. But I want to first sort of watch and react to this interviews here. So if we roll for spoilers game, oh man, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. I'm way behind in chat. Is that what you're saying? Oh no. Let's go into these members chats just because they disappeared. I feel like I never get to them. Alex says, member for 8 months. Thank you so much. Says, love the first 2 podcasts. When are you posting the one with Paul? I'm posting the one with Paul today. I'm not 100% sure when. I'm hoping I got to upload the... Hey, thank you, TJ. Appreciate you, man. Oh, man, that's so nice. Very generous. You don't have to do all that, brother. Thank you, though. Yeah, I did a podcast last night, as some of you guys know, because I was live last night talking about before I went into it. I did a podcast with the Fandom Wire guys, and it was awesome. It was a great time. That should be coming out very soon as well, and I will definitely let you guys know. Oh, you dropped it this morning? Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, so the podcast I did with them just dropped this morning, and I think that's on a lot of their different stuff. It's on their podcast stuff, but I think it's on their YouTube as well, at Phantom Wire. Thank you, TJ. Appreciate you, bro. And Alex, the podcast I did with Paul should drop sometime today. I have to upload that Spider-Man video after this. And then, yeah, I got to get that podcast going on. I got to do the stream with you guys at 1, which is going to be fun. So, lots going on, as per usual. But, yes, that is a juicy thing. Oh, TJ, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now, man. Make your way around the tower. Let me know if anything's confusing to you. You know, just check it out. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. And then let's see here. Michael Smith, member for 5 months. Thank you so much for the support. Says, keep the Sony Pugh away from the perfect MCU. Dude, I like that. Quote of the day. Definitely quote of the day. That's quote of the day worthy right there. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Hey, I understand that. I think a lot of people are sort of in that boat, you know, where they're like, man, Sony just, it's not as tight, and Venom is, I didn't like Venom, and Venom 2 is even worse, and I don't understand why people like all this stuff. What the hell's happening? You know, a lot of people feel that way. They don't necessarily like Sony like that. I will say, though, I mean, look, personally, I like the Venom movies. I have a good time with the Venom movies, you know? My expectations are not super high with them. I just have fun with them. Morbius looks like it could be awesome, bro. I think the effects look fun. I think the story looks cool. It's a fun character. It's exciting that Vulture might be interacting a good bit over there. I like it. I like what they're cooking up. You know what I mean? I like what they're cooking up. So for me, I'm excited about the future. And again, like, check out that Spider-Man video because it's fun, man. It's a fun video. It incorporates a lot of the stuff that's been happening lately. So, yeah. Good stuff going on over there for sure. Much appreciation. By the way, guys, smizash the like buttons. Look, I hate saying it. Like, I hate coming out here and being like, you got to slap up your grandma, go in your sister's room and throw her iPad out the window. I hate saying stuff like that. I do. It's not cool. You know, I don't condone violence, except when it comes to smashing the like button. Get to the like button. Whatever you got to do, man. Whatever you got to do. Mom's on the phone with Santa in the kitchen. Sorry, Mom. Boop. Can I see your phone for a second, Mom? Yes. Find the stream. Hit the like button. We need 60 million times more likes. Think about that. How are we ever going to get there? You know, I hate saying it. I hate doing it. I hate coming out here and doing it. But when I don't do it, the likes are fucking low as fuck. We were at like 130 with like 500 people watching. What the fuck? That's a horrible percentage. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you for smashing the like button and doing your part. Renee says he really does hate it. And he also hates how often he has to say it. Thank you, Renee. Thanks for understanding, bro. Appreciate you. All right, let's now watch this interview. I think it's pretty fun, man. I think it's pretty fun. And yeah, let's pause that thing. Let's get this loaded up here. Bada boom, bada bang.
Bali, the world changed a bit since then.
Yeah, the world's a very different place.
That's what's supposed to be.
G'day, Tom Holland. It's awesome to see you again.
Thank you,
Last
Miss Becky.
time
I
we
appreciate
caught
you.
up
I'll go
was
over
in
all the super chats
Bali.
towards the end of
world,
the
changed a
stream,
bit
but I do
since then.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, the world's a very different place.
When we chatted in 2019, Tom, you said you were just loving everything about the movie making process, even doing the interviews. Are you still enjoying it all?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I've been doing this for 6 years now.
I'm gonna
and
try
I've been
Vivi
loving
while
every
we
minute.
watch.
You know, I'm a bit under the weather today, so I could have used an extra hour in bed, but I'm still loving it. And you know, when you're promoting a movie that you're very proud of, you know, especially with people that you love, it makes it all that much more special. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm definitely enjoying myself.
They have good reason
Minute
to worry
30.
about spoilers. This is the first time a live-action movie has cracked open what fans call the multiverse, merging this world with that of the previous Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield franchises.
Hello, Peter.
Tom, I speak to a lot of actors who are obviously keen to pump up their movie, but
Yeah.
when you crack open the multiverse, how confident are you that you are going to blow our minds?
How
There's
confident
definitely
are you?
things that we were nervous about because the film is so big and we were dealing with stuff that was very complicated to try and navigate. The story was something that took a long time to crack. But now that
That's
the film
so
is
cool,
finished,
man. Look at this behind
and
the scenes
we've seen
stuff.
the final film, we all feel very confident the fans won't be disappointed, and that all of
Yeah.
these speculations and all of these fan theories, you know, people will feel very fulfilled.
What? Dude, that's the closest he's come to admitting it the whole fucking time. He says all these, what did he just say? He's obviously really tired and stuff like that, but like, dude, this is crazy. So they had the suit part here, and then the rest of it's all geared up. That's kind of interesting.
And we've seen the final film.
Seen the final
We
film.
all feel very confident the fans won't be disappointed. And
Won't
that
be
all of these
disappointed.
Speculations.
All the
and
speculation.
All of these fan theories.
All the
you know,
fan theories.
People will feel very fulfilled.
People will
Obviously,
feel very fulfilled? Come on. That's literally as close to saying it that he has done so far, in my opinion.
Villains that come into the multiverse world that we do know about.
Yes.
There's chat about various Spider-Mans appearing. I will not try to get any more information out of you, Tom. Did this film feel more special or bigger than even some of the previous ones?
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely did. I mean, in some respects, it felt the same. We were back in Atlanta, the same cast, the same crew, and then in
Whoa.
other respects, it felt like a completely different franchise. You know, we were having these villains come back, reprising these roles. The action sequences are much bigger, it's much funnier, it's much more emotional, the stakes are much higher. So it really did feel like we were kind of making this, it's almost like an Avengers movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Film opens with Peter Parker dealing with
Dude, it is like an Avengers movie. It's the closest thing we've gotten to an Avengers movie in a long, long time. You know, since Endgame and, you know, having the multiple Spider-Man in it. Dude, it's like it's so fucking juicy. Can you believe it? Wait, what? Damn it! I didn't get one. In case you were wondering. Anyway. Anyway. Let's get back to what's important. Spider-Man! Spider-Man No Way Home. He's talking about how it's an Avengers movie. Dude, I feel the same. Like, I haven't been excited like this for a movie in a long time. And I know I keep saying it. I've said it a bunch today, but it's true. Like, next week's going to be crazy. You know, we get episode 5 of the Kingpin show. I mean, Hawkeye. And that's going to be dope. Very excited to see what they do with that and how they move forward. And then, like, I get to see Spider-Man, you know, 3:30 on Thursday. Like, oh, man, what a treat. Get to come back, do a big reaction. Friday's stream will be a spoiler stream. And I know some people will not have seen it by then. I totally get it. I apologize. You'll have to come back and watch that stream later. Friday morning stream will be like full-on spoilers talk about it. And then we'll be doing a ton of content about it. You know, I'm so excited to see the film. I'm so excited to talk about different aspects of the film. You know, the rumors, the leaks, and the things that we've heard. They all sound cool, but you don't know until you know. You know, and you got to check it out. So it's awesome, and I love. It's a feel-good time. You know what I mean? It's a feel-good time for sure. And next week's gonna be. It's just hype city, bro. You know, it's hype city for Marvel fans, 100%.
In the world, you had to deal with with this, and still, I guess, dealing with it. How did you deal with it when initially that first Spider-Man movie, when you were announced as Spider-Man? How did you deal with it?
It's an interesting thing. I mean, it definitely takes a long time to get used to, and I got to be honest, I still don't think it's something that I'm used to. You know, like when you're a London lad walking down the street and all of a sudden everybody knows your name and is looking at you. It's a very weird feeling, you know. But I just have relied on my friends, you know, some of my fellow Avengers, Zendaya, some other people, to kind of guide me through this process of what being famous means and how to navigate it properly. But it's also been really nice to have a way to connect to Peter Parker. You know, Peter Parker finally has something that's going on in his life that's already happened in my life, which is just really nice and refreshing. Unfortunately, he's famous because everyone thinks he's a mass murderer. I'm famous just because I wear spandex and swing around on green screen.
Tom's next starring role is calling on another one of his talents, something we saw when he took to the stage in Billy Elliot the Musical, and again during this epic lip-sync battle.
Yeah, people always bring this up.
just announced that you'll be starring in a Fred Astaire biopic, which is a fantastic piece of casting. Out of interest, was your lip sync battle an audition 4 years ago for that role?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I do know that Amy Pascal, the wonderful Amy Pascal, brought it to my attention, and I went for lunch at her house, and I tap danced at her breakfast table. And,
That's kind of fun.
It was a done deal, and the script has come in. I haven't read the script yet. I've been too busy, but I'm excited to, and I'm sure it's an incredible story. And it'll be nice to get some tap shoes again. It's been a while.
Absolutely. Well,
Dude, he looks exhausted, but he's doing the Lord's work, getting us hyped up for Spider-Man's and Fred Astaire? Question mark? Hey, and look, say what you will about this lip sync battle, but he brought it.
In Billy Elliot the musical.
You know what I mean? He
And
brought
entering
it.
this epic lip-sync
You know what I mean? Look at this moves. And then the crazy, yeah, like this move and shit like that.
it's announced
Crazy. I mean, look, it's not necessarily something I would have done, but it is what it is. Let's now divert our attention over here to these two awesome gents and watch a little bit of this podcast. Go check this out, guys. I'm going to put a link into the chat right now. It's a podcast I did with Fandom Wire last night. It's a good chat. It's a good chitty chat. Boom.
He's in such a fun way.
Yeah, it's a fun scene for sure. I mean, the show. Here, wait. Let's go up here.
He's weirdly okay with the Ronin stuff.
Mhm.
Just pretty chill with it. And we know the Rolex was meant to connect his friend's identity to them, and so we're all obviously assuming it was Laura. What if it's not Kingpin who is wanting the watch? Because it very much seemed like Echo is trying to call the shots and clue him in with as little as possible, which would make sense if we're expected to see her with her own show and her to become a protagonist. And so I'm wondering if she was looking for it because she thought the watch was connected to Ronin. And what if Laura Barton was a Ronin before Clint?
Dude, yeah. Well, that could still play, though. I mean, that could play even within the theory that we're sort of talking about here because, there was a sort of thought that Echo would be the one that had passed the Ronin mantle to Clint because that's more of what happens in the comics. But if you have, because doesn't Bobby have a time where she becomes Huntress and she goes like a little crazy and she does some like, more Ronin-esque type stuff. So maybe they'll sort of blend that idea into Ronin and make it so she was Ronin even before Clint. And Clint talked her. Yeah. There's some good stuff there. Guys got to check it out. Oh, TJ, another 50. Holy cow, man. Too generous, bro. Too generous. You can do that with $5. Appreciate you, though. Appreciate the love. Fantasy sports is going well. Josh keeps shouting me out. Love the nerd veg. I'm fired up. Let's go, TJ. Let's go. Spider-Man's next week. Let's go. Yeah, this was a good chat. You guys should definitely go check it out. All right, let's talk now. Let's just talk about the craziness that went on yesterday. I want to get this out of my face. Oh, you know what else I want to talk about? Well, we can talk about this as well because I actually think this is pretty wild. It's just a little thing. But there was something else I wanted to talk about. This. Did you guys see this? Let me know in the chat. Did you see this? Put a 1 into the chat if you saw this. I don't know what I don't know what to think about this. It's pretty wild. Florence Pugh. You guys know about her? You know about her? Have you heard of her? You know what she does? You know about her? Get someone that looks at you like Josh looks at himself. Amen, bro. So some of you guys know about this. Okay, cool. This is wild to me. So, Florence Pugh, who was already confirmed to be in Hawkeye, who was already confirmed. Who confirmed it? Oh, you guys did? Okay, interesting. So they confirmed that she was going to be in it. A lot of us knew she was going to be in it, etc., etc. She recently took to Instagram to celebrate her appearance at the tail end of the episode. And so she has this. It has this here. And then this image here, put it on her gram for 5.6 million people to see, okay? And what's really wild about it is Instagram, like, blocked her. So I think what happened was a fan. Let's just read this, because her account got shut down. I think it's temporarily unavailable, but she was able to post this story. Okay? It's kind of wild. Celebrate her appearance? What the fuck? Says Trev. Trev, elaborate. Are you saying she spoiled it? Trev, are you saying she done bad? Trev, are you saying she done bad? Let us know. Here's what she says. I never thought me posting love about a show in which I appear on would get taken down. But here we are. Someone on here complained, so I've been blocked from posting my own appearance on a show that I'm very much in. Beyond ridiculous. Being in Hawkeye is a privilege. And thank you to all who welcomed me on set and off. All who are watching. Trev doesn't like Pew Pew? Oh, jeez. So I think this is wild, but there's obvious, like, look, here's the thing. Yes, we did know that she was going to be in the show. Okay? Do I think it's crazy that she gets booted off Instagram for sharing a spoiler? I mean, yeah, I do kind of, I do kind of think she's crazy, right? But in a sense, I'm like, but you did kind of spoil the episode. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was supposed to be a surprise, right? The Yelena being in the end of that episode, that's meant to be a big surprise. In fact, I would say that, you know, if the rumors of Vincent D'Onofrio having a post-credit scene in that show are to be believed, one of the reasons that might have been cut from episode 4 was to sort of make room for Yelena's appearance to have its own pop and buzz, you know, on the show. And so, you know, she did this yesterday, the day that the episode came out. I will tell you that although I might have done a thumbnail, with the masked version of her in it with like a circle and an arrow, of course. Oh, okay, Stevie, we'll watch that for sure. We'll watch that. I would not have posted the actual footage of the show, right? Like her actually in the show. I definitely wouldn't have posted that. And maybe she doesn't understand why that is faux pas. You know, look, it's a wild story because it's like, dude, she literally got like banned from Instagram for posting about a show that she's in. That is strange. And I do wonder how, like, what's going on with Instagram. Like, I know you can report stuff, but what do they report it as? They report it as like not safe for work or something. Like, what's the deal? You know what I mean? Like, what's the deal? Yeah. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Nonetheless, kind of interesting for sure. You know what? Let's talk about this just because I think it's kind of funny. Kind of awesome. Tom Holland says his Spider-Man would beat up Hugh Jackman's old man Wolverine. Ugh, why you do this? Why you do this? As a part of an interview on Geek Culture Explained, which, that's fucking awesome, dude. Good for Rob. Living the dream.
Been in this room all day.
It's been a long one. I was really.
I don't even know what it looks like outside.
It's probably dark. I don't know
what.
Same way it was when we woke up.
Honestly, anything could be happening. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time of year, I wouldn't doubt it. But okay,
They're just losing. They were like, gave him the most honest answer ever, and Rob's just like, yeah, okay, shut your mouth and answer my question. But no, so apparently within this interview, he asked him about, or rather, they break off, and he said he would jokingly beat that old man up. Holland really thinks about it, coming to the conclusion Wolverine would beat Spider-Man every single time, and Spidey doesn't kill people, and Wolverine does. Okay, so that's a little interesting. So he kind of says in here, I'd beat up that old man, but if it's Wolverine Origins or X-Men Origins Wolverine, he's going to batter me. I think Wolverine beats Spider-Man every single time because there's no amount of battering that Spider-Man can do. And also, Spider-Man doesn't kill people, and Wolverine does. So that's a huge advantage to have in a fight. I don't think that Peter Parker would kill Wolverine, especially not Hugh Jackman. Oh, man, what? They clickbaited me. You know, they baited me on this. Because he doesn't say that. I was about to do a whole class, bring out the chalkboard and everything, just because I thought he was saying that he could whoop up on Wolverine. Like, what? By the way, he could totally whoop up on Wolverine. Spider-Man could beat Wolverine? Let's do this in the poll. I want to know what you guys think. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it. Who wins in a fight to the death? I want to know what you think. By the way, that Instagram user that reported Florence Pugh, it was Kevin Feige. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Who would win in this fight? POV, Josh not reading chat. I'm reading it right now. What are you talking about? I'm reading the chat right now. What, are you guys saying you would like to watch that full video of Rob? She showed the entire scene in her Insta story? Oh, boy. Okay, that's probably a no-go. That's probably a no-go there, to be honest with you. Emergency Awesome had thumbnails with it. That dude don't care. Did he really? Yeah, that is kind of ironic, huh? The trailer for episode 4 featured her character, though. Effing Marvel told us way before it aired. I mean, they showed that character, which we thought was her, but we didn't know for sure. Wouldn't have included to the death? Well, let me clarify. Okay, let me clarify. True, JP. True. Spider-Man would be forced to do it to the death. He would be forced to do it. So he would have to kill. He would have to. Was it after the episode aired? I mean, boo-hoo. Bunch of crybabies. Pew Pew did nothing wrong, says Richard. Spider-Man Unleashed would win? Interesting. Yeah, okay, audio, I get you. But the thing is, look, I understand what you guys are saying. I still think it's a little out of line, but that's just me. That's my personal thing. Do I think she should have been banned from her own Instagram? No. Just tell her to take the post down. Or the way this should work is a bunch of fans that got really butthurt about it should just complain and kind of make her feel bad. And then she would just know, oh, okay, well, if I don't want to upset all these people, I should just not do something like that. You know what I mean? That's how things probably should go. But, yeah, regardless, it's still really wild, you know? There's a lot to sort of take away from that. Like, how's she even able to get, like, how, what? Like, how's that, what? Weird. I side with Pew Pew. Girls got to stick together, JK. Well, look, I understand that. And look, if girls do got to stick together, then stick together on it, for sure. It's just where I'm at with it is I'm like, no girls allowed. Not in this fort. Just kidding. Sorry, guys. I'm late for my He-Man Woman Haters Club. That's a joke. Don't cancel me. Okay, let's talk about this Book of Boba Fett trailer. Y'all seen this Book of Boba Fett trailer yet? Have you seen it? Probably the best one that they've done. You little rascal, you. Nice. Good one. I understood that reference. What is this ship? What is this ship? Somebody tell me. Come on, Star Wars sweaties. Help me out. It was a big debate on the internet yesterday. Nobody knows. What is it? Whose ship is it? It looks crazy. It looks huge, too. Look, what is this? Screaming Star Wars. It's Imperial? How do you know that? What makes you think that? The Outrider? I thought about that. It's not quite the Outrider. Could be, maybe, technically, but we don't get a good enough look to know for sure. You'd have to be, like, over here, looking here to see. And if it is the Outrider, it's rolling in a weird angle. The Ebon Hawk? Witness the return. Happy Thanksgiving. Dun. Okay, here's something kind of interesting about this, too. There's some rumors of who these people are, and they're at Tashi Station.
On the sands of Tatooine.
Cool stuff, man. Did a little breakdown of this yesterday. A lot of fun stuff in this trailer. I'm super excited about it. But let me show you this little video right now. Wait, what? Why is this not? What's going on here? What's happening?
On the sands of Tatooine.
All right, pause that. Bloop. This is a dude, Star Force One. Does some good stuff. Check this out.
The return not long ago, some of us have spotted something incredibly fascinating in it, which points to the return of a hugely iconic location from the A New Hope deleted scenes, and the evidence for it is also pretty much 100% certain at this point. But either way, make sure you're subscribed and let's break it down. So if you look closely at one of the shots from about 45 seconds into the trailer, some of the guards are absolutely pummeling someone who looks like he's wearing some very familiar robes. Many people have been saying that these are Jedi robes and that this man is a Jedi survivor of Order 66 and the Jedi Purge and has made it all the way past the fall of the Empire. Now, as much as this did pop into my mind and made me think, it's most likely that this guy isn't a Jedi because there are only very few survivors left by the time of Return of the Jedi, and those who are left aren't really in the picture since Luke is the last hope. Most survivors by this point were hunted down and slaughtered by Darth Vader or are simply not even in the known galaxy anymore, like Ezra Bridger, who's off in the unknown regions with Thrawn. The theory I have, and the one that looks really compelling at this point, is that this is actually Leia's lone zoner, also known as Fixer, and his friend Cammy Marstrap, who are both seen talking to Luke in the A New Hope deleted scenes. Now, these two are found at Tosche Station, which is where Luke wants to pick up his power converters. If we look inside of Tosche Station, you'll see some striking similarities between there and what we see in the Book of Boba Fett trailer. First up, the entrance where Boba Fett comes in is the same shape as the one in the deleted scenes. Although most are that shape on Tatooine, this paired with the other similarities is probably too much to be a coincidence. Now, when the camera faces him, we get the exact same interior with a rounded cutout for the lights and the other cutouts for drinks or a bar. After seeing this, I'm literally 100% convinced, but we'll keep the speculation at 95% for now, just in case Lucasfilm have something up their sleeve. Now on top of that, inside Tosche Station we have a black, gridded type of wall with steel bars and piping going over it, which is an exact match to the trailer. We know that this is definitely the same shot as where Boba is walking in because he's holding the gaffy stick, just as he is in the other shot. Honestly, this looks pretty much spot on to me, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. If it is them, I think it's really cool that these two are still residing on Tatooine and lazing around Tosche Station all these years after A New Hope. Looks like they're finally getting a taste of some action. Because Boba Fett is wearing his ragged white clothing in these shots, it's likely he just came out of the Sarlacc pit not too long ago. Tosche Station is pretty much right near Anchorhead, which honestly isn't too far away from the Sarlacc and can easily be accessed by crossing the Junlan Wastes. Not that they're to be travelled lightly though. But either way, that's my small little theory on the appearances of Fixer and Cammy in the Book of Boba Fett Episode 1 on Tatooine.
Pretty cool. So what I think is possibly going on here is, and I'll just kind of TLDR this for you guys. Obviously, the Sand People situation, he at one point is linking up with the Sand People. Right here, we see him with the Sand People garb on, but this is likely a flashback, and I think that down here is where he parked his car, you know? So this is where Slave One is going to be, and I think maybe he's going to Tashi Station to get power converters for his ship, maybe. And we're seeing like some of the flashback that will set us up to like what he is doing. You know, we've seen the shot of him in the back to armoring up. Got the droids setting them up. The mystery ship, which is, you know, hopefully going to play a big role and be very cool. Them going in to talk to this dude. Yeah. Seen this shot before, you know, him trying to unify the peeps. So this gang, right, it looks like they're going to be, like, going to Tashi Station to, like, take the converters or do something crazy. They're hurting these people, and Boba's going to show up and be like, nah, fam, not to dirt. But he's also taking his own kind of stuff. I love the inclusion of this pop-up droid, and it's so fun. And then this, dude. This is them in the throne coming up to the gate where the Rancor would be. It's pretty wild, like... somebody's down there. They threw somebody down there, or maybe they're just looking, you know, checking out the vibe and whatnot. But yeah, pretty cool. All right, one last thing I want to talk about, and then we'll get into Q&A, guys. We'll talk about what you guys want to talk about, see what's on your mind. And again, there's other crazy stuff that happened yesterday, right? Like the Ant-Man thing was pretty wild, so maybe we can get into that in Q&A. Brie Larson shared this on her Instagram and was deleted, and now she can't post either. Just kidding. But this is a combination of the Miss Marvel logo, the Spectrum logo for Monica Rambeau, and the Miss Marvel logo for The Marvels. And look, I know some people are like, oh, Brie Larson, oh, The Marvels, and they just automatically are going to hate it. But I wanted to bring this up because you know what? I applaud Marvel for putting all of these characters together and taking the concept of the Marvels like to the next level, regardless of how you feel about the film, which I think that film gets unfairly crapped on, actually. I think that movie's not as bad as people make it out to be. But it's still cooler and better to do what they did with this movie and to combine all these characters together. I really like Monica Rambeau. She's one of the best parts of WandaVision. I thought she was awesome. So I'm going to go into this movie with just some sort of hope and open-mindedness that this could be really, really fun, and seeing the Marvels be established as like the Carol Corps or something similar to that could be really, really interesting. And so I wanted to bring it up to trigger some of you and to just inform others of you. So there you go. All right, lads and lasses. Let's get it into the Q's and the A's. I'll go over all the little super chats that come in. If you do want to throw a super chat in, I will go over all of them. And thank you very much because they do help us out quite a bit. Keep the lights on over here on the tower. A couple of things before we get into the Q and the A. We will be doing a stream at 1 p.m. for Nerdvenger members today. Make sure you are there. I have a big announcement. I think we're changing things up, man. I have an idea on how I'd like to change some stuff up for Nerdvenger streams, and I'd like to get your feedback on that. So if you're a member, come on by for that. I also want to say, did the podcast last night with Phantom Wire. Go check that out. There's a link in the chat. I'll throw it in again so you can go check that out. And I'll put this on our Discord as well. I think that's the one, yeah. Dude, if he gets power converters, I know, Renee, right? So, boom, there you go. Check that out. Also, the third episode of the Den of Nerds podcast with Paul from Heavy Spoilers is coming out later today. It's a juicy convo, man. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Content for days. Content for days. And then next week, baby. Woo! Spider-Man. Kingpin. Let's go. Let us go. All right, first let's check this out. Let's see here. TJ, welcome again, of course, to the Nerdvengers Star Wars MCU OG. Welcome back. Ari, welcome back, brother. And Craig Dukas. I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the Nerdvengers, Craig. It's good to see you, my guy. Appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make your way around the tower. You know, just you'll probably feel that power, the power of the Nerd Vengers pulsing through you, you know? You feel like, you know, take on the world. Feel like you could take on the whole empire by yourself. Okay, Moosey Mike with a $10 holla. Very generous, bro. Says, what do you think about Hawkeye drinking out of a Thanos was right coffee mug last episode? Also, what do you think about the watch being Ronin's and how it can be used to find Hawkeye and his family? Interesting two-parter. Yo, would you guys mind if I went and go fill up my coffee? Is everybody going to riot if I leave for like 2 minutes and go get my coffee? And this light is whack too, Chet. Look at what it's doing to my eyes and my face on this side. Look, you're supposed to be on top of the shit, bro. We're running a goddamn professional stream over here. Whew. Okay, anyway, okay, just calm down and don't riot too bad, okay? I'm filling up my coffee, okay? Everybody relax. I'll be right back. Yo, anybody here watch Dr. Lupo at all? Streamer. Streams video games. He does this funny thing where when he's eating sometimes, he'll have his chair play for him. So, like, you'll come back, and I just thought of this because I came back to the stream, and obviously my chair was just there. But, like, imagine if, like, the chair took over the stream, right? And so it was something like, oh, hello, it's me, Chair. Let me tell you something. This is crazy. Hey, wait. Let's go react to this Brie Larson thing. What does Chair think of Brie Larson? I'll tell you something. It's me, Chair. Let me tell you something. I'm fucking pissed. Fucking Brie Larson. She hates chairs. Man, you know? Yeah, shit. Yeah. That's right. Some of you are like, what the fuck did I just stumble into? How could I? Why am I here? Why do people watch this guy? Why do people super chat this guy? What the fuck is happening? You look out in the world and you're like, what is going on? And look, I don't get it either. Fully. I don't fully understand it. Just shut your mouth. Just fucking go along with it. You know, that's what I do every day. Jeez. Okay. Moosey Mike. What do I think about Hawkeye and the Thanos thing? I gotta be honest with you, Moosey Mike. I feel like it was hilarious, but I'm more interested in why you put it into your question. Do you have an issue with it? Do you think it's like horrible or something? I almost feel like if you had some serious beef with it, I would love to know why. I'd love to know why. Why? What the fuck? Okay, second part of the question. Also, do I think the watch could be Ronin's, and how could it be used? Yeah. So this is really interesting. Again, in some of the conversation from the pod yesterday, the Phantom Wire podcast, we sort of get into it. I also dropped a video yesterday about Kingpin, what he wants with the watch, and like a big theory on what is the deal with all of that. So highly recommend you go check both of those pieces of content out, but I'll TLDR it for you right here. I think the watch could be Ronin's. It could be Clint's wife, and Clint's wife could be actually not named Laura, and she could be a different comic book character. And in the MCU, the version of that character could be Ronin and could have been Ronin before even Clint. So there you go. Gonk with a $2 holla says, keep the BBS around at least till I figure it out. Hey, BBS is staying. Maybe you didn't know, maybe you didn't hear it. BBS is staying, and in fact, I did figure out what was going wrong, and I was able to whitelist a bunch of people today. I'm going to talk about more of that in other streams and whatnot. But, dude, no, we're keeping the BBS. I have some fun ideas for what I want to do with the BBS, and I really think, especially as we move into next year, we're going to have some real fun utilizing the BBS tech. Again, TJ, way too generous, bro. $50 Canadian, which, I mean, let's be honest, that's only like $20 American. But still, thank you so much, man. I'm just kidding. But appreciate you, man. We in here, Den of Nerds, our pod dropped this morning. Again, go check out the podcast. It's really good. Alan says, one of my favorite Morbius stories is Venom Enemy Within. Venom vs. Morbius and Hobgoblin on Halloween night. So good. Bro, I don't even know if I've heard of this. I'm gonna look it out right now. Yeah, check it out right now. I'm gonna check it out right now. I'm gonna check it on out. I'm gonna check it out right now. Hey man, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out right now. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, this looks fun. Cool. I'm really not familiar with it, but I'll have to check that out. It seems super fun. Thank you, brother. Maybe they do something like that. There's a lot of opportunity over there. Just fun characters, man. Fun stuff that they can do. John Shaw says, Timothy Clement Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet Clement for Harry Osborn. Maybe. Could work. I like the dude. That's the Dune kid, right? Yeah, he done good. You know, he used to have a Xbox controller YouTube channel. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Thank you, John. Appreciate the support. Miss Becky, $10 holla, very generous, says, my issue is that I shouldn't be forced to watch a sequel of a Marvel film I didn't like to follow what's going on. Does everything have to be connected all the time? I loathed Venom. Oh, no! Miss Becky loathed Venom! Miss Becky, why? That's fair. For a second there, I thought you were talking about Miss Marvel. I was like, damn, Miss Becky coming in hot for Miss Marvel. Yeah, I mean, some of what the MCU does with its content and sort of making it, must watch, is arguably a blessing and a curse. It enriches the experience for some, it exhausts others, and it feels too gimmicky. Kind of just depends on where you're at with it. I would tell you, and I would just say, I hope that if Tom Holland does join up with Venom in Venom 3, then you could count on that movie being much bigger of a deal and hopefully better than Venom and Venom 2. Like, again, I like both those movies, but I can't sit here and tell you they're awesome films. They're probably of a lesser quality. Like, I actually think the first one's a little bit better, but they're both of a lesser quality than almost all of the MCU. Like, there's a small percentage of MCU movies that I would say that movie is on par with. But I'll tell you this, like, you watch Eternals, and this is just for me personally, but, like, you watch Eternals, and it's very ambitious, but it is not, at least I think, not a great movie. It's, like, too crazy. The third act is all over the place. I would tell you that Let There Be Carnage, I'm going to say it. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, is a better movie than Eternals. Yup. That's nice. Roland says with a $5 holla, hey Josh, thanks for helping me get more into Marvel. Always been a normie till I found your channel. Thanks, brother. Hype for Spidey. Now slap that like, Nerd Vengers. Thank you, Roland. I appreciate that. And yeah, man, it's a good time to be getting into Marvel, A lot of fun stuff on the way. X-Men, Fantastic Four, mutants in general, just craziness, bro. It's going to be super fun. So I'm glad you're having fun over here. Jack De La Sola says, Josh, this is the best community in the world. Love all this news. Take my money and enjoy the day. All other Nerd Vengers, thank you, Jack. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the love. And yeah, we have fun over here for sure. Max Ross says, Josh, you keep saying you love Netflix Daredevil, especially the first 2 seasons. Are you digging? Are you dogging on season 3? You don't say that. Season 3 is cool, but it gets away a little bit from the juice of seasons 1 and 2. And actually, this is kind of funny. Last night, I wanted to watch Daredevil and we were just looking for something to put on, you know, kind of late at night. And we put on the episode where Frank has Matt chained up on the roof, and he's trying to convince him that, like, you need to murder people, basically. And what a great episode, bro. And Daredevil's just special, you know? Daredevil's just special. And I like all of them, you know? And season 3 is good, and the dude that plays Bullseye is crazy good. When he's Daredevil in a couple of those scenes, like when he puts the suit on and goes and murders people, damn, it's crazy. So, no, not necessarily dogging on it, but I would say, especially the first 2 seasons are incredibly tight. They're very tight as a show. And then TJ follows up with another $50 holla. Holy crap, way too generous, man. Says fantasy sports is going well, and Josh keeps shouting me out. Love the Nerd Vengers, I'm fired up. Appreciate you, bro, I really do. Big Stevie says, get someone that looks at you like Josh looks at himself. Yeah, all right. Matei says, Pew Pew is life. Pew Pew is wife. Her and Haley rule. Yeah, they're very fun personalities on screen and off screen. It's fun to have them together, and I hope we see more of them actually interacting together. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are some cool ladies, man. I'll say it if you won't. Those are some cool ladies. Cole Wallace with a $2 holla says, did you see the new teaser for Halo series? No, I missed it, bro. Did it just come out today? Did it come out today? I'd love to watch it. Let's see. There was one 3 weeks ago. I saw that. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? 3 weeks ago? Or is there a new something? Or is there some new? Yeah, I don't see anything. John says Doc Ock's real name is Mike Ock. Yeah, just like joining Club Pen 15, huh? Mike Haas with a $2 holla says the Jedi could be Sharf Het. Check it out. Powerful male Jedi who lived during the decades of relative peace prior to the invasion of Naboo. That'd be fun. I'd be into it. Don't know too much about him, to be honest, Mike. Don't know too much about him. Roland New with a $5 holla says, did you get a chance to play the Halo campaign? I have not yet. Dude, yesterday was a crazy day, you know? And I didn't get, like, a lot of sleep after Hawkeye. And then I wasn't able to, like, take a nap just because there was so much going on yesterday. It was crazy. So, yeah, didn't get to play any yet. I heard it's awesome, and I am excited to check it out. Maybe this weekend I'll get to check it out. Maybe a little today, but we'll see. We got an Eagles song up brewing. The opening cutscene was sweet, you said, Roland. I'll have to check it out, man. I'm pretty pumped. Fifi says, very generous $10 holla says, there's only one thing that could make Book of Boba Fett even better. If the big bad turns out to be motherfucking Watto, who's the new ruler of Tatooine. Fifi, you're speaking my language. I would absolutely love that. That would be amazing. You know, if Watto was like the big bad. I'd be into it, dude. I'd be like, let's fucking go, Watto. Let's go. Watto shirts. You know, hashtag Watto was right. I simp for Watto. Mugs. All of it. Watto streams. Let's go. Watto all day. Roland New says that ship could be one of Hondo's. Just a thought. Love it, man. I would love it. Recently just watched the first appearance of Hondo ever. On Clone Wars, there's that episode where where you've got what the heck am I talking about? You've got Dooku, Anakin, and Obi-Wan having to kind of work together. And then Hondo is the one that sort of captured all of them. It's pretty fun, man. And then it ends with Obi-Wan being like, we have no quarrel with you, you know? And Hondo's like, you're an honorable Jedi. And it sort of sets up future stuff. But yeah, super fun. Super fun. Jansen says, the ship in the Boba Fett trailer reminds me of the Lego Rebel Combat Frigate. All I know for sure is it isn't round. It's long. True. True. And I'm excited to see it. I don't know what it is. Hopefully something real cool. Maybe Cad Bane's ship or something like that. Fifi follows up. $10 holla. Josh, have you watched JoJo Part 6 Stone Ocean yet? If not, what you doing? LOL. Look, Fifi. I'm going to be real with you. JoJo, I like it. But it's a little too wild for me. I know. I'm breaking your heart. I know. I'm going down a path that you can't follow. And I'm sorry. But it's a little too wild for me. Even me, I know. It's a little too wild for me, I know. Maybe someday. Eric Torres says, with a $10 holla, donation to the Den's 420 fund. Dig your channel. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Eric. I don't know what a Den of Nerds 420 fund would be for. But whatever that is, I'm sure everybody would figure it out, and we would generously use that to do something with it. Mike Porter says, I will have what's in your coffee. It's just coffee, bro. You know what it is? It's called being borderline delirious. You want to know the secret to making good content, Mike? Let me tell you. You got to put so much on your own personal plate and exhaust yourself to the point where nothing makes sense. And you're on this edge of like exhaustion, you know, with your consciousness being propped up by coffee. And then just go live with the full understanding that if you fuck up big time, everybody's going to see it and everybody's going to talk about it. It's going to be horrible. And so that pressure combined with your level of exhaustion, it creates chaos, which usually is really entertaining. Mike House with a $2 house says, Laura is the original Mockingbird. I agree. That's kind of what the video is about yesterday. And yeah, I think that would be super fun, Mike. I think that would be a great retcon. And maybe she pulls out the batons at some point. Could be cool. Jensen Baker says, ignore the wings on that ship. They fold back. Ignore the wings on that ship. They fold back. What the hell are you talking about, bro? I don't know what you're talking about. Appreciate the love, though. Han Shop first with a $5 house says, Sony making Marvel movies is like Dark Castle making Christmas movies. What? So Han Shop first, you don't like any of the Sony movies, man? You didn't like Tobey's Spider-Man? You didn't like Andrew's Spider-Man? You didn't like Venom 1? Venom 2? Yeah. What's up with that? Fifi with a $10 house says, JoJo, trashing JoJo? That's it, I'm done. I'd like to request a refund of all my super chats. Oh, no! LOL, just kidding, love you, cough. But Dio is better villain than Thanos. Yeah, I've heard all of these things. I've heard Dio's really great. Maybe I'll give it another shot soon, Fifi. But when I first tried it, I liked it. It's not that I didn't like it, but it was just so crazy, but sort of without a bunch of substance. I meant the Rebel ship it reminds me of. Oh, okay. Okay, right on. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, Fifi, maybe I'll check it out. It's just wild. It's just a wild kind of show. All right, let's check out what's going on in the chat. What are you guys thinking about? Oh, the Halo trailer's dropping for the Game Awards. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm excited. Yo, why is my chat so far behind? What's the deal with that? Heartbroken. Sorry, Fifi. I'm so sorry. Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. It's like 401k, but it goes higher. My Twitter spaces are fun when I'm on a sugar rush. I prefer Japanese Spider-Man, indeed. Dane DeHaan as Green Goblin? You didn't like him? True RF Gaming. That's true. What's more wild, JoJo or No Way Home? I mean, probably JoJo? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Dances like Toby from Spider-Man 3? You don't say that. I love that you like Venom 2 over Eternals. We all like different things. Yeah. I like both those movies, though. Like, I'm not necessarily saying, Mike, like, not to just dig into your comment and be like, no, Mike, what you said is bullshit. But it's not technically that I like Venom 2 more. It's that I think just on the basis of, like, a movie and, like, what you're looking to get out of a movie and all that, Venom 2 is more even. It's not as crazy. It's a good ride. You understand it, and it doesn't, like, break itself. So, Eternals is way more ambitious and in some ways more fun. But it just, like, that third act is weird to me. It's pretty rough. Enjoy the locks while you can. Right on, Mike. I knew you'd understand. Roll for spoilers. #1 game in America. America. Yeah. Should we roll for spoilers? Do you think we'll ever see animated Spider-Verse crossover with Sonyverse? I do actually, Adam. Like I said, I got that juicy Spider-Man video coming out later today for you guys. We get into all of that and more. Venom 2 was a massive disappointment for me, honestly. No, Matei, no, I'm sorry. I wish it weren't so. I wish it weren't so. Yeah. Guys, can you believe we're a week away? We're a week away, ladies and gentlemen. We're a week away. Josh, I'm the one who said you could have our Spider-Man NFT. Do you have an email or to contact? Yeah, email me at thedenofnerds@gmail.com. Ooh, Steven says, rewatched Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, and they were better than I remember. They're underrated. Yeah, I recently rewatched the first one, and then I want to rewatch the second one soon. I believe Proxy is doing watch parties via the Discord for all the different Spider-Man movies, and maybe next Wednesday before the movie, we'll have a Nerdvengers only stream where we, as a community, watch that second Spider-Man movie. Where do I rank Eternals? I saw it last weekend. Thought it was pretty bad. I would say it's definitely in the lower tier for me for Marvel movies. But just as a Marvel fan, I still enjoy that it exists, and I still enjoy a lot of the stuff that happens in it. You know, it's funny for me with Eternals because it's a really mixed bag. There was a point in the film where, like, I was like, dude, what are the critics talking about? This is amazing. And then the third act comes around, and for me, it really falls apart. So, yeah. Yeah, totally. Hanshot First says, Eternals is a beautiful movie with a subpar plot line. Venom 2 is a beautiful story and an average on the filmography. Yep. Agreed. The Pelta class frigate. All right, cool. I'll check this out. Let's see. Okay. could be. Let's take a peek at this. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I don't know. The ship looks more ovally to me. But I could see from a certain angle that it would look like this for sure. What's that? It's a ship, bro. Duh. Star Wars. Scotty, do you know... Scotty, have you heard of Star Wars, bro? You ever fuck around and watch a Star War? You know? Come on, man. Josh, did you do a Spidey marathon? Not a Spidey marathon, but we did watch a lot of the older ones recently. Remember when I said I had a job interview last week? Your Nerdventure got the job. Kendall, normies to nerds. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. Happy for you, bro. No, but I effed around and found out. Aw, shit. What if Hawkeye was supposed to take out Mockingbird but didn't? Could be. Could absolutely be. We talked about that on the podcast last night too, like the similarities between like the Nat situation and what could be done between Clint and Bobby, and that would be fun, man. Yeah, I'd be into it. All right, everybody, I got to get on out of here. Thank you all for the love today. Thank you for being here, for experiencing the hype with us. Thanks to the new Nerdvengers. I appreciate the support. Be working on the podcast with Paul to get that out to you guys. 1 p.m. in 1 hour. Please try to come back and check out that stream because we're making some changes, man. It's all good, Kendall. Making some changes, and I want to know what you guys think about them because I think it'll be really good for the channel, for me, and for just the Nerdvengers, like the community. Because TLDR, real quick little preview. We do a lot of stuff right now for the Nerdvengers, like behind the scenes streams and stuff like that, right? But I think we like doing stuff together that's not just being updated. You know what I mean? We like doing the watch parties. We watch the cartoons together. We like doing movie watch parties. We like playing video games together. And I've got an idea. I've got a golden ticket. Darth Corvin, $10 holla. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate the support. Says, hey, Josh, first day off in 2 months. Glad to be rocking it with the Nerdvengers. Would you ever be interested in seeing Topher Grace's Venom again? I would. It was weird, and I wasn't crazy about that Eddie Brock. But with the multiverse and with Feige kind of, giving some advice and helping out, they could do something fun. What if Topher Grace became something more akin to Carnage Peter Parker or Spider Carnage from the old Spider-Verse stuff that happens at the end of the 90s animated show? That would be cool. So, yeah. All right, guys. Much love. I'll see you guys in about an hour. All right. I'm going to head out. Okay. As I always say. Nice. Time to Halo. My man. I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Leave.
Yo.
1 week. No adventures! 1 week, man. Woo! The hype is real. Those streams, oh man, I feel like this isn't a good post-credit scene, but fuck it. Put a 1 into the chat. Are y'all gonna see it Thursday? I want to know how many of you guys that are here right now are going to see it Thursday. Seems like some of you guys are seeing it Friday. Okay. So that stream Friday morning, I feel like it's gonna be really, really cool. I'm sorry that some of you guys won't be able to make it to that. A lot of people seeing it Wednesday. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are seeing it mad early, huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go that Friday. It'll be sick. But either way, it's going to be crazy next week. Lots of fun stuff to get into. So, appreciate y'all. See you soon. And, one more, man, for the road. Here we go.